Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room. We are going to be making this card in just a moment, and we're going to use the Blended Seasons stamp set, just the thank you from there, okay? And we're going to be using this little leaf, this framelit. In the last video, I neglected the leaf out of the package. It had fallen out and I found it. I was like, oh my goodness. So then I thought, well, let me go ahead and make a card with it. So this is what I came up with our leaves. Like I said, the Blended Seasons is for all seasons, just about. There's leaves here and flowers here and Merry Christmas there and thank you and holly and a bell, and that could be used for a Christmas or a wedding. You know, so this has a lot of potential. Now, the thing about this is that it's only available, okay, only available this month. That's it. It will not be available again. It also comes, it's in a bundle, and then you can also get these watercolor pencils, and that's how I'm going to show you how to color these leaves right here today. So let's talk about these framelits. Well, actually, let's talk about the specials. Of course, at the beginning of my videos, I always do all of what's going on, because if you're new to my video, you might not see the other ones. And I know that some of you keep watching and watching, and I'm sorry if it's repetitive, but for anyone who's new, I want them to know about all the specials. This is the Paper Pumpkin one, just until August 10th, okay? You just have a few more days to order Paper Pumpkin, and please use this code right here, Bloom0818. You will also, when any of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I forgot to say this in another video, there's so much, okay, to tell you guys, but anybody who subscribes to Paper Pumpkin also receives my free card kits of the month. And this month I am featuring the Blended Seasons because I wanted you guys to enjoy this stitched framelit. I really wanted you guys to enjoy that stitched framelit. Okay, there's no stamped images. I'm not allowed to do that. That's why the card kits are mainly cardstock and DSP, okay, and things that are cut out with framelits and punches. So please watch the video that's right down here. It'll say August card kits, and that will also tell you how to put them together. That's going to be changing because what I'm going to start doing is a private video of how to assemble the cards. And what I'll do is just send that video out to people that order from me. So that might be changing in the next month or two. But for right now, just click it down here, and that's what we've got going on for the month of August at Stampin' in the Valley. And here I used a little fox punch. Why did I come up with the fox punch? I don't know. I guess it was the wood. I used the planks embossing folder with this. Isn't that fantastic? So I just went ahead and made a little fox. So I thought that really came out really, really cute. Now let me give you the dimensions of what's going on here. This is a portrait style card like this. It's cut at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. My inner layer, where my thank you is stamped, is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, and you want to stamp that after we cut this out and this is closed. Okay, that's something that you want to stamp like that. Now, the leaves come from the framelits. Where are they? Right here. The Stitch Season framelits, I'm sorry. The Stitch Season framelits is what the leaf comes from. So, and that's in that bundle for you guys. And let's see. I want to show you what I did here with the leaves. Okay, this is what we're going to do right now, actually. We're going to move this out of the way, okay? And let's see. We're going to use the grid paper, and this is just a piece of scrap paper, okay? So it all depends on how many leaves, you know, that you would like to make. I'm using my watercolor pencils here, and the ones that I have are Cajun Craze, Garden Green, and Crush Curry. And these are $12.50, and they are only available this month also. So what I wanted to do was just kind of blend these, almost making it look like a tie-dyed effect, if that makes any sense to you. And so I started with my Cajun Craze. And I didn't go straight across. I started, and I am telling you what, guys, I'm scribbling. Okay, scribble, scribble. Bring your Cajun Craze across. Okay. Go on to your crushed curry and let it cross into the Cajun Craze and just kind of make a layer of that. Then to your garden green. And I mean just scribble it down. It doesn't matter. We're going to apply water to this. Back to your crushed curry, or I'm sorry, Cajun Craze. Take a little yellow on this side, crushed curry. Come back down with a little green. Just mix it up, okay? So totally, guys, just mix this up. Okay, letting everything kind of lap over itself, especially here in the middle, okay? You really want those colors to kind of touch each other, because I'll show you what we're going to do. And just coming down. Now I'm not going to do the whole paper. Let me just get a little Cajun Craze on that side. Okay, now with your aqua painter, okay, with your aqua painter, you're just going to get it kind of damp at the tip. Okay, not soaking wet, just damp. And you're going to take and start to blend all of these colors. Do you see how they're washing and blending? You're not going to lift your brush up, and you're not going to clean your brush. You're going to let everything blend into itself. The Cajun Craze into the garden green, into the crushed curry. Might need to wet your brush a little bit more when it gets dry. Just like that. Okay, it's that simple. Love these aqua painters. Go over to stampinginthevalley.com. There's a whole list of everything that I have used with this card. Okay, there's the video and the list, and that's on my website. Okay, so this is nice and wet. You're going to go back in with Cajun Craze. Where you put the color down, you're going to put more color on top of it while it's wet. Okay, just like that. And then your crushed curry and your garden green, and garden green here and here. And let's say this is Cajun Craze right here. I'm going to a little bit of that here. See, if you even want to add it, just add it somewhere. It's okay. But the paper is wet, and that is one of the secrets to this, is to add the color back again while the paper is a little damp. Okay? I do want a little green up in here. Okay, now back to the aqua painter. See, because everything's just kind of scribbled, which is what you want. But back to the aqua painter and go ahead and blend. Just blending your colors back and forth, squeezing out more water when you need it. This is very, very simple. And like I tell you guys all the time, I'm not an artist, I promise you. I promise you, I'm so not an artist. This is something I came up with this, just blending color. And I was like, wow, that looks really kind of pretty cool for a autumn or fall effect. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to dry this with our heat tool, and I'll be right back with the Big Shot. Okay, here we are with the Big Shot, and we just want to place the leaves, you know, any way that you want, picking up all different colors in the leaves. I dried it with my heat tool, the paper, or you could let it air dry, it doesn't matter. So I've made my sandwich, and I just send my leaf through. And let's see how that comes out. Okay, just like this. Now see how it gives it that, it's still just a little damp, but it's okay. That tie-dyed effect, because of the color where you blended it with the water. That focus. Okay. So I'm going to put that one aside. And let me get these little things off of here. Just that pokey tool serves as a lifesaver for me all the time. It's like having another set of fingers. Okay, now I'm going to come into this one, and I want more of the green in the leaf. So I'm going to turn my leaf that way and put my plates, make my sandwich, and just go right through, just crank it right through. And this is how you're going to get the effect throughout the outside of the card. I won't bore you with doing any more, but and these really need to dry. They're kind of damp. But right there it is with a little bit more green, if you can see that. Let's get these both up here together. Okay, just a little different there with the color. And that's how I got this effect right here on the card. Okay, using that with the pencils and the water. I'll be back in just a moment and we'll put the rest of the card together. I wanted to get back on here with the Big Shot and again show you the Framelits. This one I have a little piece of washi tape on because it's part of the card kits and it helps me to line it up and just tape it down and send it through the Big Shot so I could cut that opening for you. So there, you get 3 of them. Okay, you get a small, medium, and large. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, what wonderful layering, and they are all double stitched. And like I said, this is just the bundle for this month. Let's see, right here is the flyer for it, the Stitch Seasons, okay? And it's $64.75, that's a 10% discount. And you get the 2 stamp sets, and then you get the Framelits. And it's these double stitching, I just am absolutely in love with this. Now, to get the effect on this card, okay, with the stitching and then the embossing, you want to cut this out first, okay, with a framelit. You want to cut the framelit out first. Do not emboss first. I guess that's what I'm saying. Do not emboss first. So place this where you want it, okay, and get it straight the best we can, okay. Oop, did it move? No. Okay. And I've got my card folded, so little bumpy right there. Okay, so I've got my sandwich, and then I'm going to cut this out just like this. Okay, and you're going to get your opening, and you're going to get a piece like that. Save this for another project. Okay, I'm going to put this framelit back over here and move my cutting plates. That might have gotten off just a little bit, but we're going to go with it. It's going to be okay. Okay, so I'll put those back there. Now I want to show you the embossing folder here. It's dynamic. It is thick. Okay, so I take my card front and I place it in here. Now see this line right here? I'm going to line this up on that line because then I know I'm straight, and I want to keep, you want to keep that out just a little bit, okay? And then you want to line this up. Okay, I am nice and straight there. Okay. You can either put the plate on top or the plate on bottom. It doesn't matter with these. Okay, and we're going to roll that through nicely. And let me just move things out of the way. We're working a little limited area there. And here we go. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that great? I love that. I love that texture of that of the wood. You know, we got rid of the brick, so now I'm good with the wood. I'm glad we kept the wood. I loved my brick. That one, I'm telling you guys, that poor embossing folder, I had clipped the edges of it because it was, you know, a 6x6. I had clipped the edges of it. It cracked. I didn't care. I kept using it, using it, and using it. I absolutely loved that brick embossing folder. How funny. Okay, so let's put that away. Now we've got this going on. Now let's talk about our fox. What I'm going to do, just to make it extremely easy, and I don't care how I have to punch it out, but I'm going to open my Cajun Craze here. I get confused on which ink pads I'm using. Okay, I already had one punched. Okay, and then I'm going to punch another one with the Cajun Craze. You need it 2 times. You need it 3 times. I'm sorry. You need the fox punched or stamped. Let me get this right. Oh, that's not good whatsoever, is it, guys? Let's turn that over. Why? Because I didn't use my foam mat. Okay. See, it happens. It happens. Okay, let's ink that up. Now we're on the foam mat. That's good. It's going to stamp just perfectly. You wait and see. And it does. Isn't that amazing? Okay, lesson learned right here on camera. See? I need the foam mat. I see a lot of demonstrators not using it, and they seem to be fine, but I really need the mat. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one. I was going to do it upside down. Yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to do by doing it upside down is just orientate to the punch. Okay. We need 3 elements of this little critter, who is absolutely adorable. But we need the head, the body, and the tail. So it doesn't matter to me. Like what I ruin with it. This one, I'm gonna take the body right there. Okay. Make sure that right here where the tail comes in, you don't have that ink showing. Okay. So that is a little tip right there, that you don't see how I got rid of that. And this is okay right here. Don't worry about that. Just kind of straighten them up a little bit. Okay, I like it. Okay. And punch. There we go. Okay, so this is all that I'm concerned with, is the body on that one. Okay, I'm going to empty out my punch over there. And now this one right here, the only thing I'm concerned with is the head. Okay, so I'm going to take a pair of snips. And see, this is going to orientate into the punch this way. Okay, but I need room. So I'm just going to snip that off like that. And I'm going to see if I'll make it that way. Yes, I will. Okay. So here I just want the face. I know people have made like templates and, you know, this and that. I can do that, but sometimes they don't line up, and I'm like, forget it. Forget it. I'll just punch them out one at a time. It's quicker for me. I'm having a ball making my little fox. It's so cute. Okay, now the tail. The tail swooshes down here, okay? So wait, let's see. The tail, I got to get this right. We might have to punch, I might have to stamp him again. The tail, how do we do that? Oh, I think I didn't do this tail, right? I don't think I did this tail. No, I did another tail. We will have to get the stamp set back up. Hurry, hurry. Okay, just get the stamp set and get the single tail. I'm so sorry. Okay, just get your single tail right here. Go like that. Let's see, just find a piece of white space. It doesn't matter, it's going to go behind, okay? And then it orientates like that, because you want the little white part. That's perfect. of his tail. Okay, you want that little white area. And then I'm just going to cut this off, bring my punch in, and just go like this. Yeah, I remembered I needed to cut this tail so that it would all go the way that I wanted it to go. You know, okay. So here we go. So see, that's just going to kind of tuck in there. And that's the way that I wanted his little tail to go. Okay, now right here we're going to take our Memento black ink and his little face. It's kind of like, it almost looks like you were setting up like the pool balls to play pool. It's in that type of a triangle. Okay, they're more broader and the nose is further down. For this guy's little face. So I'm going to put his nose, see this V right here? Kind of come between those two, these four right here. You kind of want to put his nose somewhere in that vicinity, okay? And that should line his eyes up just fine, and it does, just like that. See how I line that nose up kind of in that little vicinity of those four? Okay, so we did that. Let's get some glue dots. We're just moving right along. I thought I'd have to stop, but I'm just going right along until I have to stop and clean it up, and then I'll be right back with you guys. So let's just build our little fox here. We'll put a glue dot right there. And I like his head just kind of cocked to the side because he's just kind of thinking, what's going on? There we go. And a little glue dot down here on his tail that we made. So really you only need to stamp the fox twice, okay, not 3 times. I was just thinking about that. Okay, just like that. Let's flip him over. And he is going to get 3 dimensionals, and it'll take full size. You can put one right here in the tail. It will fit. Make sure that you have like that straight part by the tail, and it will fit. And put one right here and then one up here on his head. Okay, now we're going to put him to the side, and let's see, can we just kind of roll on with it, or I'd have to stop and clean up my mess. Here we go. We can roll on with it, I do believe. Let's see, where's my inside of my card? Over here, okay. So this part right here, okay, we want to do a thank you, and I want to use the garden green for that. Now, first what you're going to do, because you have the opening, is you're going to flip this over and use your snail. And you're going to attach this inside the card first. So attach this down first. And you know that you're going to make it because of the size of it. It's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and it's going to be just fine. So you're going to attach this right in here, okay? And you're going to close this. Need a bone folder here. Get that flat, okay? Just like that. Now, take your thank you and just straight into the garden green. Line it up in the middle the best I can, being behind the camera. And I love it. Perfect. Okay? Then you're going to take your little fox and you're going to take the dimensionals off. And now you could put him wherever you want to, of course. There we go. And I'm going to put him right down in this little corner because I think he just looks cute. Like, hey, thank you. Just like that. Okay? So so cute. Okay, now let me get our leaves. They are nice and dry. I have a whole collection over there, but I'm just going to use 3. And you're going to want to use your Tombow. And I just kind of put it on the stems, okay? Just a little on the stems and maybe down on this bottom portion of the leaf, because you want it to hang over into the card freely. Okay, not attached with any glue. You just want this to be free. Okay? And the same thing with all 3 of them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We've gotten a lot done already this weekend. This is great. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com and click on that big blue button if you need to order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Supplies. Remember, we have a bunch of specials going on. And remember my 2 free card kits if you place an order with me. Tomorrow I'll do a little video and pull a name from that other video, and we will get a winner of those cards, okay? So I'll do that tomorrow. And right there is our thank you card. Isn't that beautiful? Here's our 2 cards. Isn't that great? And now I'll do an envelope, and that's just the leaves with the garden green. That's all that is, right there. But here's our cards that we made with our fox punch and our the Blended Seasons bundle. This Blended Seasons, guys, you're going to just love it, okay? You're going to really use it if you are a major crafter, or even really and truly even starting out, because it has everything. Absolutely everything. My thing I love, and you know it, is these stitched framelits, the double stitched. I'm all about it. Remember, it just goes on till the end of the month. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting.